just letting you know that chicken is very snugly up in her bench.
Okay. Hello, welcome to Looking Through the Glass. We're doing another session with just beautiful me on the video. But, of course, I can't talk to myself and everybody understands. Shit, I can't talk to other people and everybody understands. I have Kristi and Jeselle with me. Y'all know Jeselle. You probably know Kristi by now. Say hello, girls. So your dog wanted to be a part of it. So that's Kristi's puppy. Are you guys going to say hello besides laugh?
I was waiting for Kristi to say hello.
You're the co-host.
Oh, hi. Oh my God.
Oh my Lord. So anyhow, welcome. Jeselle had some topics that she wanted to discuss, and Kristi's pretty good on the rabbit holes topics, and I figure I might just fall down one.
Well, let's see if I can recall those topics.
Well, okay, so I recall one I was watching a little bit about that Kristi was telling me is Mel's Hole. Do you remember Mel's Hole, Kristi? What the hell is that?
Kristi's fucking tea kettle.
Why are you a tea kettle? Hello. Say hello to me. Not with
Hello
just your
to
mouth. Not with just your mouth. Oh, I got too loud. Okay, so remember you were telling me about Mel's Hole. That hole that was like, it's like on the eastern side of Washington, and it was some dude's property, and he just found it, and it was like used for like garbage, like a garbage dump, and people put like tractors in there through like hundreds of years, and yet they never seen the garbage start piling up. So this guy, Mel, who was the property owner, decided to start using his fishing line and start measuring how deep it is, right? And so he like kept going through like all this line, and I think it was like one time over like 880,000 feet or something like that, and they still didn't touch the bottom. No matter what's dropped in there, they never heard any kind of echo of a crash or anything. And then so he went on to this. I actually used to listen to it when I was like, when Jeselle was really young. The guy's name was like Art something on an AM radio station. And he talked about aliens and all kinds of different things. So he goes onto that show and starts talking about it. Well, then next thing you know, he goes to get on his property, and the military has it all shut off, right? And so now the military's telling him that he can't have can't have anything to do with his property. And then they have it taken away from him. They take it away from him with some kind of BS charges and this and that. And he continues going on to this guy's radio show. And then he ends up like losing everything. Like he's lost everything. They've taken everything from him. So Kristi was the one that was telling me about Mel's Hole. And so I started looking it up a little bit. Do you have any more to add to that, Kristi?
No.
Well, son of a bitch. I thought we were supposed to go conspiracy theories, Jeselle. Same to you, Yoo-hoo.
Okay, was it a watering hole or just a hole?
It was just a hole. So then it ties into Devil's Hole, which is where we live, where we're from.
And there's another one in Nevada.
Yeah, that's Devil's Hole.
Yeah.
And literally, it has to do with the Amargosa Aquifer, which is up there in a little bit north of Vegas. I grew up drinking Amargosa Aquifer. My mom did too. But like in the Amargosa Aquifer, you can only find, like, there's these certain breed of fish, these pupfish, that you can only find there. They're not found anywhere else in the world. And they're like the Devil's Hole's like all whatchamacallit. But so anybody else have anything to talk about, since apparently we're not doing that conspiracy?
Well, what about this hole? You didn't talk about how apparently in this hole, a hunter put his dead dog down.
Oh yeah, that's right. He put his dead dog. I forgot about that. Yeah, he put his dead dog down there, and then a couple days later, he's seen his dead dog, but it didn't act the same.
Yeah.
And then all the dogs are afraid to go near it. Like, they don't like have anything to do with it. And then whenever you brought like a radio station near there, the stations would move, and they even picked up a radio station or a baseball game from like 1932 or something like that.
From the gun.
No, from whenever they went, like whenever they took a radio station near the hole.
No, supposedly he found a gun from like World War III or World War II. There was no World War III. Okay, so World War II. And so he found a gun from that era, and it didn't work, or it didn't do anything when he would shoot it. But if you put the pistol by a radio or something, or a TV or something, it would get radio waves from the past.
Well, it was from the gun. I heard it was whenever they went by the hole.
No, it's from this gun he found.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and there's the dogs don't like going near it at all. They freak out. And then birds aren't around it, but they will fly over the top of it.
Yeah. But the broadcast stuff is pretty strange.
Yeah. And then they said that they've seen things shooting out of it, like there's been a lot of UFO phenomena around it.
Yeah.
Phenomena. Oh my God. No, that's all stuck in my head.
Well, and here's another one that a lot of people, this one stems from way back in way back in history, and this is one of those like folktale things that people like to believe in, and that's the skinwalkers. And that's been a rising one for quite some time now. And that's something Nevada and Arizona and New Mexico are really, really known for the whole skinwalker thing. And I wanted to ask what y'all's opinion were on the whole skinwalker thing. And do you guys know what a skinwalker is?
Yeah, a skinwalker is a malevolent, is that the right word? No, malevolent means good, right, Kristi?
Are we done talking about the?
Yeah, we're on to I guess we're on to Skinwalker Ranch.
We didn't talk about one other thing about the hole.
Okay, so tell the other one about the other hole.
Okay, so about the pistol or whatever, blah 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 blah. So he also found coins or something. I don't remember what, but those coins never were printed here or something like that. They never had that print here. So he was saying, and people thought he was crazy. Like, he had fans when he first saw in the hole, but after he started talking about stuff like that he was finding, and even though he showed people and everything, everybody thought he was crazy. But he was convinced that the pistol and the coins were
from another ancient time, a parallel universe, or another ancient time that we aren't aware of, that we are redoing exactly what we've done before, type thing. I didn't do a whole lot, but then it ties in with Devil's Hole. So now you've got Skinwalker Ranch, which is right there in northern Utah, area along. So you have the Skinwalker that ties into the areas.
Yeah, that's why I was bringing up like a parallel universe.
I so believe in that. And then
skinwalkers kind of like
they're able to cross the realms. They're allowed to cross over the realms. I believe it's Indian.
Yeah, it's Navajo, and they consider it that a lot of them are considering it like a witch,
but they're not nice.
Yeah, it's a person with a supernatural ability to turn into an animal, whichever they desire.
Yeah, and then there's the Skinwalker Ranch dudes. Now I watched that because there's a dude on there that's like got all kinds of different. They have all kinds of different science going on and stuff like that, and there's so much UFO footage there, and then it's crazy if they fly over certain areas of over the ranch. The radar, they lose radar on them, and it's weird, and they've actually got footage of a UFO and then a cow dying.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
I know Skinwalker Ranch gets a lot of supernatural.
It's that whole area, but since some billionaire bought it, they've been doing all kinds of different research and stuff, and there's a series on TV. And one of the scientists, he's in a couple of different shows. I really like him, but he's in a couple different alien shows and different like physics shows and whatever.
With the whole Skinwalker thing, I think it ties in with the whole alien
It can. It absolutely can. I think the Middle Earth thing ties in with alien.
Oh, Hollow Earth?
Yeah. Either that or the Antarctica thing ties in with alien.
All of it does, if you think about it.
Well, so there's been all these alien sightings in sorry, I'm eating.
You're always eating on camera.
I've been trying not to as much. I become a nervous camera eater. But what was I saying? What was I saying?
How you eat cameras.
No, shit.
Aliens?
Yeah, I know aliens, but
I can't remember where it was at.
son of a bitch. All right, so let's start something new here because we're not really as into this as we thought we would be. Who's watching?
Me.
You? Hold on. You two talk for a second.
Well, okay, so, Chris, you know how you said a whole multiverse thing?
Yeah.
So one of the things that come into the play with the multiverse that a lot of people talk about is the Mandela effect. And that one really intrigues me because even I have experienced it myself, as I remember something one way and it's never been that way. And I'm like, that's a load of bullshit.
Yes.
Like, there's like one thing where it's like Sinbad playing a genie. It was a movie. And people are saying that never existed. Like, Sinbad never played a genie. And I, for some reason, feel like I have seen it. Like, I have watched it.
We're talking about different parallel universes.
What the fuck? There's like, there's so many different ones.
Yeah, bring me some.
How about this one? King Tut's. What is on King Tut's headdress?
You want it in covered?
Yeah.
Ice?
Yes,
Your
please.
soda?
Yes, please.
I don't think I ever actually.
What is so? Look, another feather. It just Junior found another feather for me. But anyways, so what's on King Tut's? What's on King Tut's headdress?
Yeah, what do you remember being on King Tut's headdress thing?
Isn't the Ankh on there?
It's like a serpent, you know, where I always have to serve
Yeah.
the serpent. No, now they're saying, and it's a serpent and a bird.
So what's the Oh, hi. Shazam. So what is that? What is the reference or what is the
Oh, yeah, Shazam. That's what that was called for Sinbad.
Yeah, Shazam. Sorry, I was out of the room for a second. My bad.
There's another one where shit, I just had it. It was just there. Oh, the Kodak bar.
The
way the music goes.
What?
The melody for when you eat a Kodak bar. It was like a commercial.
Oh, what would you do for the Klondike bar?
Yeah, so they're saying that what would you do? They're saying that it never does that. It's like, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
What?
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
What would you do for a Klondike bar? Is that what you're just saying?
Yeah, but they
It's
say
what
that
would you
melody
do for a Klondike bar? Don't you remember that?
Yeah, but they're still trying to
I'm
say
asking
that
Jocelyn.
he never did that.
Oh no. Hi, Junior. Yes, you can have one.
I know, I'm just saying. Good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Show off your flowers.
Oh yeah, look, I gotta show you guys because I wasn't feeling good today. Junior got these flowers for me, and Jocelyn helped him. Okay, but aren't they so pretty?
Oh.
He went around and got these flowers for me today, and that's when I said I seen the 6 of Cups outside, Jeselle. So this is our 6 of Cups. But so anyhow. So I've got picture proof that there is 2 houses that have changed. And my husband and I both witnessed this. We recognized both the changes. So we are going through something. There's some kind of like wormholes happening or something. Or matrix like glitches or something.
It's something like that because so many people, and it's such a common thing, like and it's something I have a conversation about with certain people because it's just intriguing because they'll be like, I remember it that way. And then there's just this one person that's like, no, it's never been that way. And I'm like, what do you mean? And like Fruit of the Loom was another one. I remember there being a basket behind it when I was a kid. And now it is no longer a basket. But they're saying there was never a basket.
No, there was never a basket. Not
See,
as far as I remember. There was another one. Yeah, there's been quite a few different things that have come up.
Jif peanut butter?
Yeah.
Do you remember? Do you ever remember it being Jiffy?
You're saying a lot of different companies' names.
Ooh. Are we looking for sponsors? No.
Yeah, only sponsors I want are the ones that are not like corrupt. But there's like so maybe it has to do with the companies. I'm not saying anything about that. I'm just saying since it's these, or you're saying it's because it's so wide known that now they're saying it's changed. But how come all of these people have jumped? Like they all jumped together? Or do you think it's like a glitch in like what is the Matrix?
Well, and maybe it comes into play because I said something about reincarnation, but my theory and how I feel about this is that we're not reincarnated onto the same earth every time. We are reincarnated into a different universe.
Could be. Like Kristi and I were saying, in all honesty, we absolutely do not know until we're dead.
But I think of, because there's these little kids that, have these dreams, or they are these people who have fought in wars. They have PTSD as they were in wars.
Well, and then there's like this one girl, like in India, this one little girl that when she was like recalling at like a really young age, recalling her husband, knew his name, knew his family, knew where she lived. There's also been like World War II reincarnations, and there's a lot of those. And then there was the reincarnation of a girl that died in the Oklahoma bombing. There's like a lot of reincarnations, and even me myself, like it's like I have like a vision of in my head, and I always have, of me sitting in like a monk temple, like a Buddhist temple, and me with my beads and just just doing the mantras and stuff. I've always had that in my head. How would I have that memory? What the hell is that? It's like a green dude. I need somebody to help me see. I don't know emojis, man.
Hold on. I'm gonna try to get here. It's a zombie.
Is it a zombie? Oh yeah, zombies.
What about Snow White? Remember what did the Wicked Witch say in the mirror?
Who's the fairest of them all? Mirror, mirror on the wall.
No.
Who's the fairest of them all?
No.
What?
Magic mirror.
She called it magic mirror?
That's what they said. They said mirror, mirror on the wall. That never happened. It's magic mirror. Magic mirror on the wall.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
What?
Yeah.
No, it's always been Mirror, Mirror.
No, they
There's
said
literally a movie called Mirror, Mirror.
they said that didn't happen. It's magic mirror on the wall.
So that's a brainwash? They're trying to see how well they have us brainwashed or something.
We'll get this. Lilo and Stitch, one of my favorite movies. If you watch like the DVD version, it shows like the washer and dryer when she's hiding.
Uh-huh.
And so if you go onto their app now and you watch it through their app, she goes to hide. It's the same scenes, but she goes to hide, and it's a pizza box. It's no longer a dryer.
How is she hiding a pizza box?
I don't know, but that's what they did. They edited it to the point where they put a pizza box.
Let me ask you this. What do you think this actually is? Because to me, it sounds more like they are changing things to make us think that we are crazy. And make us, it's like they are gaslighting us on an epic scale. That's what that is.
Yeah, because what happens is, like, a lot of this Mandela effect stuff, people have pictures, and then for some reason, like, they're deleted and they no longer exist. So you go to look up, like, the Shazam, like Joey said, you go and look up Shazam, it's not a movie that exists.
What if that is what they want us to think? What if they're just gaslighting us so we think we're jumping dimensions when we're not?
Well, the movie exists. It's just that it's Shaquille O'Neal, not Sinbad, because I remember it being Sinbad.
Well,
It
all
was
that really
Sinbad.
all that really started happening when they started setting off CERN.
So their machine is causing a whole bunch of us to jump. Maybe ones that are more sensitive or something.
It's altering.
Well, it could be, like I was discussing with you earlier today, an AI effect, where we...
My body McBot face is going to fuck with me.
But it could be an AI effect where, you know, because sometimes I feel like we're in a simulation. The Matrix.
Well, that's what I was wondering, because if they make us, if they're constantly putting like, okay, somebody else in a movie, that a very big movie, and then changing all the information, right? So now they've totally gaslighted us. And they have the ability to do that. They 100% have the ability to do that. So now you've got them doing that with the commercials, the different commercials and different movies that are absolutely epic. The things that literally will stick in people's minds because they've been studying us for so damn long. So, so now they're gaslighting us in those areas.
Well, because they study us to the point where they know our movements, they know our brain chemistries, they know.
Yeah, but this is we're a fucking science project.
We have always been. Have you, like, all these, like, we have movies that are based off of being under a dome. The Simpsons have put that out there.
Mm-hmm.
We have, you know, TV shows showing that we are in simulations. And, you know, there's one that I watched recently that really fucked me up. But it was such a good movie. And it's,
you gotta watch your mouth on the, I think on the live streams. I don't know. It's not for children anyways. But yeah, so I think we have a government control over the different dimension things. Or they're just gaslighting the living hell out of us to make us question everything. And it's a mind control brainwash tactic.
If you ever get a chance, or if anybody ever gets a chance, if they haven't seen it, the movie that I'm talking about is called Don't Worry, Darling. And it's about a simulation, and it's a mind control simulation. And it's a really, really good movie. It's hard to sit with because it's a little slow, and it takes a minute, but it's such a good movie, and I recommend it to people. Especially with this topic that we're talking about, because it really made me think. It really made me question a lot of things. Because, and just the other day, I had somebody talk about being microchipped. Because you know how we have chips in our cards, and you use it so many times, and at some point it stops working, and now you're getting annoyed with it. You need to go get a new card. And the guy goes, before you know it, it's going to be inside us. And I'm like, yeah, they already started doing it in some countries.
Yeah. And little do they know
like,
that that's just ways to keep contact with us. It's like I was saying, certain video games, it's because there's only servers in certain areas. I'm like, that's them figuring out how well you work, how well your mind works. in certain tactics, either to come round your ass up or to come take you to use.
Yep.
But I also believe that there's other dimensions, because I know for a fact houses don't change overnight. So I don't know what exactly is happening on that aspect, but houses do not change overnight.
Well, and in that aspect, yeah, and that's where the simulation thing comes into play too. Like, they already have our fucking tropical weather panned out for the tropical season. We already have one. They already have all the names, and it's like 16 names already set out for the tropical season with how many hurricanes we're about to get hit with, and tropical storms we're going to get hit with. We're about to get, Texas alone is about to get hit, and Mexico is about to get hit with one tomorrow night, and they already named it Alberto.
Oh, welcome, Alberto.
But
they use simulations.
Yeah, they already had the names picked out for the season and dropped it on June 1st.
But they always say that we're in a simulation, right? Well, they use simulations to find out where the hurricanes are. So we all the way could be in a simulation on what we're going to do, and that's why houses are changing on us. What do you think, Kristi?
I still think that it's because of CERN.
But so what do you think it's doing? Do you think it's changing the simulation or changing our reality?
Well, I don't know, but the purpose of CERN is to understand more about black matter and time travel.
Yeah. Okay.
And in order to do something like that, if you're messing with like the natural things, and they're intentionally sending out beams to discover black matter, that can alter things.
Yeah, absolutely.
At a low scale, and there's even concerns like that their studies can create black holes. It can also like release certain like atoms or something that can actually consume matter.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So it's because all these things didn't really start like becoming very prominent until they started researching and setting this thing off.
Yeah.
And that's where shit scares me though, because we have this power that with research where our curiosities get the best of us and we create our problems, such as like zombies. We are creating, diseases. We are creating shit that, it just backfires with being curious.
Yeah.
That kind of goes into that Stephen King movie. Not The Shining, but the Stand. It kind of goes into that one I was talking about the other day.
I have not seen it.
There's an outbreak.
Isn't it insane though that we have movies and we think like this, and we have movies that represent these ideas that we have in our minds. So that means somebody else has thought of it or has faced it, and they write a story about it to play out an actual story. Something that was real but happened in a different universe.
Or they write the movies and want to brainwash us.
Or it's a brainwashing, because it is used as a brainwashing. It's a tactic that is commonly used, such as like, because they use like the Oscars and then the red carpet thing is such a big, it becomes such a huge thing that people are so overly obsessed that they're so involved in somebody else's life.
Not necessarily brainwash, but desensitize and groom.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. We were going to talk about that too.
Because the more and more you see it, the more and more it's out there. When it does come around, or when little signals that you should be paying attention to start coming around, you don't really pay attention to it because you become desensitized to it or groomed.
We're conditioned.
Yeah, conditioned, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have a book on that. That was written in the 1930s, Kristi.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. The same tactics are still happening on us.
And what's so sad is that we are well aware of it, but we continue to let it happen.
Right? Then we just did continue on.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is happening. We need to come, and it's like, and like we continue to watch TV. We continue to watch, these shows. I am guilty of that because I find something and I'm interested, and it's got my eye. And here I am being okay with being conditioned into like being a hopeless romantic for you, like certain shows, and or finding these horror movies absolutely fascinating.
Well, in that sense, I don't think that it's so wrong, because humans want to have
Entertainment.
Yeah. Humans have had to have sources of entertainment always.
And we have, but as the more modern we get, the more we separate ourselves from each other. We can become so involved and enveloped in games and TVs and into technology that we don't see each other.
Like doing live YouTube channels?
And like what we're doing right now, we are entertained with the three of us discussing and having an intellectual conversation about anything and everything, and they can go anywhere, and we are okay with that. We accept each other for that, and it's just interesting. We learn something, and we learn more about each other, and that's what brings our bond so much stronger. Before you called, we were watching TV while we were eating dinner, and just kind of looked at Andre, and I was like, can we play a game? And he was like, sure. And so we played a round of, Uno. And,
Yeah, the kids were playing, earlier, the kids were playing cards.
And then like Jocelyn and Junior were outside picking flowers and exchanging flowers. That's not something you see with kids nowadays. Especially siblings.
I thought I was the one that bounced everywhere.
Huh?
I thought I was the one that bounced everywhere.
I have your genes, so it just passed over to me. I'm sorry.
A product of the factory.
Right?
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Well,
we were going to found a conversation. I hope I found it.
what?
I said, well, we were going to find a conversation. I hope I found it.
We're still trying to find our conversation. I think we've been conversating this entire time, haven't we?
Something interesting.
Huh? Well, this live is like 44 minutes long. We can end this live and then go right into another one. Do you want to do that?
Sure. 45 minutes? I don't even remember what we talked about.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying I thought we'd been conversating all this time, but
He's helping the simulation, man.
and talk about time jumping. That's so funny. So, because this turns into an actual, and I don't know how many people are already in here. It shows 3. So I don't know. Should I just continue with this one or just 4? Or should I just, I don't know, say screw it and I'm just going to continue on? I'm asking 2 people.
I thought you were asking the people watching.
What the fuck? Okay. Screw it. Well, my camera's going off for 1 second. Is that a problem?
Why? What you doing? Oh, there's 5 people watching.
Huh?
There's 5 people watching. One of them is me.
One of them is me.
I should go on my phone too.
No, then it'll echo really badly.
Yeah, it'll be like.
Like that?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, never mind. That's not like that.
Oh my god.
Died.
What?
What the hell died?
Apparently Kristi's voice.
Oh, she's making a lot of tea.
Hi again.
Got the tea.
Yeah, so you got the tea, so spill the tea.
I can't. I'm live. No.
Oh.
No. Heck
Okay.
no.
So I want to discuss, Jeselle and I were discussing earlier today how there's episodes, or now they're coming out with the all the videos of these different young celebrities feeling uncomfortable and stating that they're uncomfortable.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I shared something earlier today that came across my feed, and it was Justin Bieber. And from the time he got famous,
Jeselle, let's refrain from names. Because it's all of them. It's happening to all of them. But yeah, there was that particular one. And he kept, oh, son of a bitch, what happened? What did I do?
What did I do?
There I am. Sorry, guys. Damn, I'm dangerous. Let me turn that off. Okay. So what I want to know is why now all of a sudden that there's knowledge of these horrible things happening in the celebrity realm. Why is it just now you're seeing and releasing the footage?
Why is it surfacing up now?
Why are you've had the footage and you've seen it all along. You've seen it all along. Why are you just now coming out with the footage?
I can tell you.
Why?
It's a distraction.
Yes.
That happens every time. Something big's coming.
Well, yeah, right now.
Yeah,
an
an election.
No, something big's coming because like do you know the law that's trying to pass through the Supreme Court right now?
What?
That men and women between the ages of 18 to 26, if we go into war, men and women between those ages are forced to draft.
Between what ages?
18 and 26.
Well, that's, I'm sorry, women's damn fault on a lot of that because they scream about it.
It's because
We're
only the Marines have the full whatever people. All of our other armies are under quota. So they're saying, and they're literally saying it's always saying like to prepare for war, blah, blah, blah. But there's just things moving around right now that are pretty scary. And so why all of a sudden, while that's happening and nobody's really talking about it, we've got all these videos and the rappers and all this, it's distractions.
Oh, yeah, it's always been like that. They do that every time.
Yeah. So if it's something that's really big, really catching everybody's attention, then something really big is coming.
And something like that is going to capture everybody's attention because it's something that is to life, but not.
I want to know why the hell there hasn't been any political ads.
Yeah, bro.
Why the hell? Are you kidding me? This is going to be the biggest thing in history. It's like the huge, like all of that. Why aren't we seeing any political ads?
Distraction.
Streaming. I've always seen political ads through cable TV. We all pretty much pay for streaming services.
We get just as many pharmaceutical ads. That's a load of shit.
Now, we can go into even deeper than this. This is my rabbit hole here. Okay. Hold on, wait.
You letting one loose?
Someone just bombed the live. Okay, so my rabbit hole is...
Hey.
A lot of people will say it's the government that's distracting us, but I think it goes a lot deeper than that.
I know it goes a lot deeper than that.
I think this is all correlated. Just like we talk about God's timing.
Yeah.
I believe fully that the dark realm, the evil realm, manipulates things as well.
Yeah. Okay. So you can correlate that manipulation into our 3D manipulation is what you're saying?
Yeah.
I believe the same. 100%.
Because if you notice, like any of the distractions normally are something like really dark. And darkness catches people's attention and distracts them. They want to know more and more and more. They're watching it. And it completely distracts them of what's really going on, that the bigger evil going on that they don't want people to be paying attention to.
Like with the laws being passed.
Yeah, laws being passed. Different things moving around in the world.
Yeah, different realms being popped up.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
You sound like you have the worst gas right now.
Jeselle. Slide.
You're saying that we have the darkness has a play in the manipulation and everything, and I agree with that. But that comes into play with the 7 deadly sins that we have, because they use gluttony and lust and the anger and sadness and pride all in with that.
Yeah, so they're using those, like, they're using many things that attract people's attention to hide what's the real evil that's being put into place.
Uh-huh.
Because everything's being put into different places and nobody's paying attention to it because they're all focused on these little, like the 7 deadly sins like you're talking about, or the 7 sins, yeah.
Yeah, because I just started thinking about it because, like, using the TV, like the envy of like seeing people rich and living their fullest lives, and we start to envy them, and because we envy them so much, we watch them more.
Yeah, and even like, what are people always doing? Trying to look like other people. Like, you have to look a certain way. So people will literally spend their lives trying to make money, trying to look a certain way, trying to obtain materialistic things. All of that, that's what they're so focused on. They're not really seeing the bigger evil that's being set up around them.
No.
Yeah. And it's based on what success is. Someone that's successful. Raja.
Yeah. I've been on here for almost an hour and I have yet to say anything about the Bible because, that's just what I do. That's why I'm here. Okay.
Yeah, no, that is 100% why you're here.
But it says even in the end times, even believers will be deceived.
Mm-hmm.
Because of everything.
Because that's still something that we watch. We're human.
Because there's very few that are able to see through the veil.
Yeah, everyone's so focused on society's everything, with the standards for society and whatnot, all those different things.
Yeah, we are always focused on the standards of society, no matter what. That's just it's not who we are, but it's who we've become.
And it's also even a lifestyle because, like, look, you can barely make a living now unless you have a certain kind of job, unless you're making a certain amount of money. So everybody's money chasers.
The standards keep raising. The judgment on the standards keep raising. Hold on, y'all. I gotta let my dog out, so you two keep talking because my dogs are being a pain in the butt.
But the dependencies of certain things.
Come on. Yeah, like phones.
Even the internet. How dependent we are on the internet. How dependent we are on money. Oh. And these are things that are controlled. And we're just like, we've become so dependent.
Yeah, right. Nobody barters for anything anymore.
Nobody really grows their own stuff,
Yeah.
We much.
And then you have laws that keeps you from doing that.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
You have like you can't own chickens in the city. Why the hell not? Do you know the difference between my eggs and the eggs at the grocery store, even the best of the best? It is unreal. Like I cannot go eat those eggs ever since having my own chickens. That's why I have chickens. But now they're starting to mess with them.
Yeah, little by little, everything we're dependent on is being altered.
Yeah. And I'm guilty of it. The people that are on this show, hosting this show right now, are just as guilty of it as everybody else. And it's like, how do you stop this? Because now it's gotten to a point where we're actually literally depending on them right now as we speak, as the
and so
people
look
are
at
watching
something-
us.
And so look at something like COVID, you know, how almost the whole world like shut down, and how it was almost complete chaos.
Yeah.
Now imagine that on a larger scale, how much control some people would have.
And some people would be so willing to give.
Yeah.
It's so this is, you know, this is part of my thing here, and I don't think people fully understand. I was on my way home and I was listening to one of my favorite songs, and I was thinking, you know I kind of daydream, and I was kind of daydreaming about asking to have that song on as like one of our little intro songs, right? And then it clicked. I'm in Texas. We're trying to succeed. That means I won't be America. I was like, it means I couldn't actually use that song if I vote for that. And I was like, why the hell are we going to give up the majority of our country to have just a small piece of the same thing that is running it now? Who is not satisfying us? The same people in Washington, they are there, Okay, they might be pretending to be a little bit better, but come on, man. It's the same control.
Yeah.
They're trying to be so conservative, it is unreal. But now, it's just that was my point. I was like, well, I thought I wanted to succeed, but now am I more American than I am Texan? You know what I mean? Sorry, did I just go off?
I'm lost.
Sorry.
I'm hungry.
Fuck you all too. Anyhow. But you were talking about government control.
Yeah.
Weren't we talking about government control?
His laugh is very intoxicating.
I'm just looking at Joey's responses.
Maybe. Maybe what? I'm lost.
Well, find your way.
Well, where are you at? Texas or America?
That's what I want to know. But anyhow, so is this the end of this live, or are we
Do
going?
you have anything to say?
Huh? Oh, wait a minute,
Uh-huh.
Kristi.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, you got what I need. You gotta join in. He's just a friend, and you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby. She used to sing it to me all the time. It was funny. Just to get it stuck in my head for forever.
It worked. I said it earlier today, and look.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, screw you. Really? You did?
Yeah.
When?
When you called me.
No, she said it earlier. She sung it to me earlier.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it worked.
And I told her no, and I made her laugh.
Oh, was I around?
Yeah.
I know, I love that thing.
What thing?
Stuff.
What the hell? All right.
Aw.
So, we've been in live for an hour and a half now, or no, an hour and 5 minutes. Thank you for joining us. Please consider subscribing and liking us, checking out more of our videos. Thank you so much. Till next time. Jeselle, are you going to say goodbye?
Goodbye.
Depending on how our conversation goes, we might go right into a next one. Peace out.
A-Town.
Ciao.
Da-da, da-da, da-da. Yeah, 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 yeah.